Have you ever stopped to wonder how that cable guy just magically shows up at your door, knows exactly what's wrong, and has all the right parts ready to go in his van? Well, behind that one simple visit, there's this incredibly complex dance of scheduling, logistics, and data. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the system that conducts that whole orchestra, Salesforce Field Service. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the big picture, the world of field service. Then we'll dive into 5 all-too-common headaches these teams face every day. After that, we'll open up the digital toolkit Salesforce provides to fix them. From there, we'll get really specific with a real-world challenge, build the solution together, and then tie it all back to why it matters for the business. Sound good? Let's jump in. So first up, what even is this world of field service? Simply put, think of any business that sends people out into the world to do a job. Installations, repairs, maintenance, you name it. That's field service. And to manage all those moving pieces, you absolutely need a command center. And that command center is Salesforce Field Service, or SFS for short. Now, don't think of it as just a fancy calendar. It's so much more. It's like an air traffic control system for your entire mobile workforce. It's not just about sending someone, it's about sending the right person with the right skills and the right tools at precisely the right time. It's a seriously powerful extension of Service Cloud that's built for exactly this kind of organized chaos. And this whole system really serves 4 key players. First, you've got the service agent. They're on the front lines, taking the customer's call and creating the work order that kicks everything off. Then, that gets handed to the dispatcher, our mission controller, who uses this amazing console to assign the job. Of course, you have the field technician, the expert on the ground using their mobile app to see what needs to be done. And watching over it all is the service manager, the strategist who's looking at the data, making sure everything is efficient and customers are happy. Every single one of these roles is critical. So why do companies need a system that's this sophisticated? Well, because without one, field service can be a source of constant, painful headaches. Let's break down the 5 most common challenges you'll see out there. It all starts with scheduling chaos. Just trying to manually juggle appointments, skill sets, and emergency requests is a nightmare. This chaos leads directly to wasted resources, like sending a junior tech to a senior-level job. And it gets worse because of data gaps. The tech shows up totally blind with no customer history. What does that lead to? You guessed it, unhappy customers. And so often, the whole thing could have been avoided with better blind diagnostics, saving a costly visit for what might have been a simple fix. It's not just a list of problems, it's a domino effect of failure. To solve all these problems, Salesforce gives us this incredible digital toolkit, and it's all built around a few core components that are designed to bring order to that chaos. And this right here is probably the most important concept to get your head around, the difference between work orders and service appointments. Just think of it like this. A work order is the what. It's the main request. Fix my leaky faucet. A service appointment is the when and the where. It's the actual visit on the calendar. A plumber will be there Thursday between 10 and noon. And get this, a single work order might have multiple service appointments if the job takes more than one visit. What's so great about this whole system is how it scales. As you can see here, for simple stuff like a one-and-done repair job, the standard out-of-the-box features work perfectly. But it also handles the super complex side of things. We're talking multi-day projects, custom scheduling rules, crazy dynamic territories, and even fully custom-built mobile experiences. The platform actually adapts to how complex your business is, not the other way around. Okay, let's switch gears a little. We've talked about the big platform features, but now let's get into a really specific, nitty-gritty, real-world developer challenge. This is where the magic really happens. Okay, picture this. Your technician is on site doing a routine repair, and they spot a totally separate problem. They need to create a brand new case in Salesforce, and right then and there, attach photos to prove what they're seeing. But here's the puzzle. The case record doesn't exist yet. How in the world do you attach a file to something that isn't even there? The answer, my friends, lies in building a really smart multi-step flow that solves this exact problem. So let's pop the hood and take a look at the logic behind this cool solution. The hero of our story is a tool called a field service mobile flow. This basically lets developers create these guided step-by-step processes that run right on the technician's phone or tablet, connecting them straight back to Salesforce in real time. Okay, stick with me here because this is brilliant. So how does this flow work? First, the second the technician starts the process, the flow instantly creates the new case record, and at the same time, it generates a unique temporary ID. Next, it uses what's called a deep link. Think of it as a special URL that opens another app to launch a photo app, and it passes that temp ID along. Now here's the clever part. The photos get uploaded to a temporary spot on the parent work order. Finally, once that upload is done, a webhook, which is just an automated message from one system to another, fires off. It triggers a bit of code that uses our temp ID to find that new case and boom, moves the photos from their temp spot to their final correct home. It's a totally seamless data handoff. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's zoom back out. A solution like this isn't just a slick technical trick. It has a huge business impact because it seamlessly connects what's happening out in the field with the team back in the office. Look, when you give your field team tools that are this smart and this connected, you're doing more than just making their jobs easier. Like this quote says, you're injecting agility, quality, and real innovation into your entire service operation. You cut down on errors, you resolve problems way faster, and at the end of the day, you create way, way happier customers. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Your mobile workforce, those technicians and installers out in the world, they are your brand. They are your ambassadors on the front lines every single day. So the question you have to ask yourself is this: is the toolkit you've given them actually connecting them and empowering them to be amazing? Or is it just holding them and your entire business back?